Hey guys, so I'm gonna make a quick little video about the fishtail in Hammer. I think this is probably one of the least talked about things in Hammer in terms of just people putting it out on like YouTube or just online or whatever. I can't see very many videos, if any at all, unless I dig like super deep about the fishtail. Now, I know that seems like a very weird name, but let me explain what the fishtail is and why it's super important. Alright, for beginners, it's not really like a thing you should really be worrying about. But as you get like more and more into Hammer and stuff, get better and better, it might be something to pay attention to. Alright, so what is a fishtail? A fishtail is basically, pretend like my hands are the hammer. The hammer wants to move like this and like this. Alright, now, a non-existent fishtail would just be if you wind, go in, and the fishtail, your hands aren't going like that, the hammer isn't going like that, and it's just perfectly straight, all right? And it just stays in front of you the entire time. That would be the most ideal thing. Realistically, most people are going to have maybe like a little bit of a variation when they turn. However, what a fishtail is and what it can be bad is basically, let's go to a natural fishtail. So a fishtail, when you're winding, you're going to be here. All right, so you're winding, and you notice my hands are here because I'm winding. So I'm a right-handed thrower, so I'm winding, the hammer's on my left side. Alright, so I'm here, the hammer's on my left, so it has a left fishtail. So I'm here, because my hands are facing here. When I go to enter, my hands will even out. Now, as I enter, the hammer, so just pretend I have a hammer, the actual ball is going to be behind my hand. So I'm going to be here. And you have to wait for that that fishtail to unwind. Alright? So just pretend like it's a little wave and it has to go like that. Alright? So a quick example. Let me just do this. I probably should have prepared this. Maybe it'll make a little more sense if I'm actually holding something. Now, currently I don't have access to an actual hammer. But hopefully this will get the picture. So, wind, don't really have that much space. And now I'm here. Alright, I'm here. I go out. And when I go out, the hammer will be behind. So hopefully you can see that. So if I'm here and I'm throwing that way, I'm here, I enter, and I have to wait for my fishtail to even out, all right, before I actually start the turn. What I see a lot of people do is their hands will always be behind them. Now, what that can lead to is easier dragging, pulling, picking up the right foot sooner. And all those are causes of this as well. Now, why is it such a bad thing if your hands are here and the hammer's behind you? Well, because it will make it a lot harder to actually push. You won't actually be connected with the ball. So in turn, the ball is going to be moving slower than you. All right. So to get rid of a fishtail, what you got to do, so you enter, you got to wait. There's like a split second where that ball will even out and will connect and be in line with your hands. And that's what you want to wait for before you get to here. Now, all this has to be done when you're entering. So when the ball's on your right side at like 90. So here, and it should be even by the time it reaches your belly button. All right? Now, that's this kind of fishtail. This kind is even worse. So a vertical one. A vertical fishtail is way worse, in my opinion. So, what would that look like? So, say I'm here. Okay, I'm throwing behind me. So I've entered. My hands are here, and the ball would be here. All right. Now here, my wrists are in a very weak position, and as you can, oh, okay, hold it. Yeah, okay. Sorry, my camera's not very big. Hopefully you guys can see this. So I'm here. My hands are down, but the ball is up. So this isn't very good at all. One, because you're not connected. Two, because now your forces, now you have to resist not only this, but now you have to resist this. And also, it's going to be more likely for you to go up and lose your counter, and it's going to pull you off your feet a lot easier. All right? Now, what are some causes of this? One is trying to make an orbit like this. So trying to go up and down with your hands is probably the number one reason. Number two is because you're just super tense and you're like squeezing and like trying to grip the ball. Oh, sorry, the handle. All right? And that can cause this. All right? So to fix that, be loose, stay long, and don't try and move like this. In hammer, you never want to go like this. Really, in any event, like in discus, you don't want to just go like that suddenly in shot, but you don't want to just throw up in the air like that. All right? So it's very important, especially in hammer, and you can see it very easily in video. Like you'll just see like, so like I'm here, I'm entering, and you'll just see like, just like someone just rise just super unnaturally. Like it doesn't look like a natural orbit. It will just be like a sudden rise in the ball. All right, so that's a telltale sign if you're watching yourself on video. All right, that you can see that. All right, so that's a vertical upwards fishtail. Now, a fishtail where my hands are up and the hammer is down. This one isn't as common, though you do see it sometimes, where it's like here. It's very hard to do. One of the few things I see when people do this is they're just holding the hammer handle too high. So let's just use my TV remote. I'm here. Pretend like this is the hammer handle. All right, it'd be a triangle. All right, I know I didn't just make a triangle, but so I'm here. Now, you want to grip the hammer handle low. If you grip it high, now the ball is gonna have a tendency to want to drop, and it's gonna be way harder, all right, to keep the ball in front of you and to have established connection, because the ball will wants to rise, wants to go down. All right, so Sean Donnelly has a really good video on this when he does a video on the weight throw, but it applies to hammer as well. The weight throw, it's a lot more noticeable because the handle is just so much bigger compared to a hammer handle. So in like the weight throw, you know, if you care about that sort of thing, you want to grip it really low, all right? Preferably like as low as you feel comfortable, not even the middle, just low, all right? If you go low, it will be a lot easier to feel connection with the ball, all right? If you grip it in the middle, that's okay. It depends if you got like big meaty hands or something. I have little dainty hands, so I usually gripped on the bottom, but you never want to grip to the top of the handle. If you grip to the top of the handle, you're going to get this kind of fishtail more often, and more likely this one or this one. All right, more because it's a lot harder because, so, yeah, I can't make a hammer. So basically, sorry, I'm sweating a little. What was it? Oh yeah, okay. Basically, so say I'm here, and just pretend I have my hand. So just pretend I'm holding my handle right here. So say I'm up on the top, and this top of my pool cue is the wire. Look, the wire is in line with my pinky. That's not a lot of surface area to work with and control the wire. Not that you really want to, but I'm just using that terminology for the sake of just ease of the video. All right, in the middle, not more surface area. Down low, now it's a lot more on top because now my hand is under the wire. When my hand's under the wire, it's a lot easier to control what the wire is going to do and control a fishtail a lot easier. All right, so I hope that makes sense. Again, I don't have a hammer with me. It would be a lot easier to show you with a hammer. And it's a very not noticeable thing. It's kind of a thing you have to feel out. So what you can do is to feel like what a fishtail feels like is literally just like spin around in a circle. And as you're spinning with the hammer, just start moving your hands. Just start moving your hands just to kind of get like a feel of what a fishtail feels like. And if you're doing that and it kind of feels like your throw, that's probably not a good thing. But now you know what it feels like. Because it's not a thing very many people talk about, at least on like a widespread thing, like in video form or something, at least that I found. If there is videos on that, please let me know in the comments because I'd love to watch them. Because I am too still learning about the fishtail. I'm not claiming to be an expert in hammer, but this is just like a thing to just kind of be aware of, really. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope, again, like the fishtail, it's just called a fishtail just because, you know, swimming and stuff, whatever. That's just the common name for it. People can use other terms. I've only really heard the term fishtail, but I'm sure there are other terms. But excuse my nasally voice, by the way. I'm still a little sick, but I want to just get this video out. Plus, I just got my new microphone, so I hope this helps. And I hope it didn't really ruin my audio. Actually, I hope this is still working. This is my first time ever using it. Probably shouldn't be on a video, but whatever. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you, again, have like video suggestions to watch, or just like different aspects of the fishtail I didn't really mention. Again, I'm not super versed in like the concept of the fishtail. I just know like the very basics. And again, for like people just starting out, this really isn't like that much of a concern. The fishtail really is only gonna happen once you start like putting a little more speed, a little more power, really. And like that's when you gotta be a little more aware of it. Some people might not even have to worry about it. Some people might just naturally not have a fishtail. You don't want a fishtail, first of all. All right. Really, like everyone when they're winding, just because when they wind their hands are gonna move like this. All right, like if you wound and didn't move your hands, like it would just be like straight in line with you and probably just hit yourself. All right, so you know you're gonna move your hands, so you're gonna have a fishtail. But the most important thing is when you go to enter, you have to wait for that ball to kind of like unravel a little and even out so it's in line with the wire, instead of, so if this left hand is the wire, the ball is going to be here and you have to wait for the ball to go here so it aligns with the wire so you get an even connection with the ball. All right, so hope that helps. Let me know if you have any other suggestions for videos, any questions on this topic or any throwing topic, and there will be more videos to come. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I have my voice back. I'm not coughing and sneezing all the time. So hopefully this microphone helps understand me better. Hopefully it doesn't amplify my nasally voice. And thanks for watching, and see y'all later. Have a good day.